Welcome, boys and girls and xenomorphs of all ages, to the PopNews podcast at batteriesalsoincluded.com. Now, if you're not too busy burning down your houses with fireworks this season, maybe you want to take some time out and enjoy our blog post. First up on the topics for this list, I don't know how many people have heard about this, but Google is coming out with something called Project Glass. Now, Project Glass, if no one's heard about this yet, is actually a product that they're bringing out that you can wear on your face, much like glasses, that gives you internet usage and downloads, and you have the capabilities to interact with the environment as you're walking through wherever you may be. And let's say that you want to get on a bus somewhere. Well, you can download the bus schedules and see which bus is coming by at which point, and see if they're even, running a bus schedule in some podunk town that you're living in. And the bad part about this is it's not coming out until 2013. But you can pre-order it. They've actually got the pre-order list going right now if you don't want that LASIK surgery that you've been holding out for the last 5 years, because ordering prices is going to be somewhere around $1,500. That's kind of a lot of dough to fork over for glasses. But you can also be the first kid on your street to just walk around with glasses screaming, "It's over 9,000!" Next up in the news, we're going to go a little bit entertainment for the next couple things. But the first thing we're going to talk about is Tom Cruise. Yes, sad Tom Cruise is finally getting divorced from Katie Holms. I know a lot of people have seen this coming for a long time now, but apparently it's finally coming and they're going to get the divorce, which makes that confession that Tom Cruise had to Oprah back in 2005 that much sadder to think about. Now, I told you the next couple things would be entertainment news. Charlie Sheen is the next thing that we have to think about and talk about, because apparently 24th Chance is the right thing for him, because he just got a new show out called Anger Management, which has managed to break every cable viewership record. And before you go celebrating, I want you to be aware that that's not everything of all time. That's in one category. That's in the scripted comedy, not viewable for children, which honestly, I mean, what's good for children nowadays? Have you seen the children's entertainment? You pretty much have to have animation that simulates an acid trip. But, good for him. Give it a couple months, maybe he'll be back on something else. Tiger's Blood or something like that. Now, the next piece of information I have is more for the tech junkies out there. I don't know how many people are excited about the new Android 4.1 phone that's coming out, but you might want to hold that excitement until you find out what it's actually going to be used for. Because apparently, Adobe is not putting forth a new Flash player for the 4.1 edition of the Android phone. In fact, they're not even making it available inside of their store. So for those of you who get it expecting it, don't expect after you find that you didn't get it that you can buy it somewhere else, because Apple's going to bone the audience on this. In fact, if you want your fetish porn, you're going to have to go to another source. Sorry guys, put the bondage suits away and go buy a different phone. That's my suggestion for this. But if you're not into fetish porn and you're not into new phones, perhaps you're into video games. Like me, I am freaking excited about the next Assassin's Creed, which should be coming out later this year. Now, to really up the volume of excitement that I've been having for the Assassin's Creed games, they're actually going to give a replica blade away at GameStops everywhere. Now, this is a replica of Ezio's old blade from the previous Assassin's Creed games, but it looks freaking sweet. I can't wait to get my hands on it at the low price of $40 a blade and just hang around some Templar lounges, hiding in the bushes, stalking around, maybe gouging some eyes out. The only problem is it's made of complete plastic. So hopefully some modders out there, wink wink nudge nudge, will get the idea to replace the plastic blade with an actual hidden blade. That would be sweet! Oh, I'm told here that our imaginary legal department does not condone the violence of Templars anywhere, but we do find it hilarious. That's going to be it for this week's episode of Pop News Podcast on the batteriesalsoincluded.com site. If you enjoyed this podcast, go ahead and follow us at 2batteriesalso on Twitter, or at David Barentine, or at Noctum63, since he helped write and produce this program. Until then, I'm your host,